Wow, Alonso. Oh my God. What the hell? Welcome to qualifying. It's week 9, the final week of the F1 Clash Community Championship. Proudly representing Alfa Romeo, hopefully to victory. But first, we've got a GP to contend with. We've got the Singapore GP this weekend with Gasly, Vagabond and Verdict all boosted. Well, what are we running? So we're going to stick with our Fernando Alonso, who is level 7. Zhou Guanyu comes back into it because of his 90 qualifying stat. I am concerned, as always, about his race start, and it could be that we move to someone like Yuki, but I'm going to risk it for a very enjoyable chocolate biscuit. What tracks have we got coming? Well, there's no surprises that Singapore GP means Singapore twice. We've got Singapore with no rain, Suzuka, which could be very interesting indeed. We've got Mexico and Singapore to round off the video. So make sure you do like the video, make sure you subscribe. Support my creator code, and if you haven't already, go to settings, community, support a creator, and stick in as a WF1. Okay. Enough talking. It's race time. It's race number 1. Actually, to show you the car. Forgot to show you the car, didn't I? This is the car. We're using Vagabond because it's 10%. Verdict we're not going with though. So we are sticking with this. So, enough waffle. Let's get into race 1. Coming from the lights in the dark of Singapore. So let's get this underway and get ready for about 30 seconds time. Whereas a WF1 says that he shouldn't have picked Zhou Guanyu. But we've made our choice. Race start is so much better, but I just need that bit of qualifying. And you can see he starts P12 instead of around P15. So it's only making 3 places the difference. And obviously we've got a full dry track this time around. So I'm actually going to do a bit of Copper and Herald, in this. Both cars doing a 3-3. We've got a real player, Michael TT, good luck to you, or Mikel TT even, from Clan España. So good luck, sure it would be a great race, and we're all starting on the same strategy. Zhou Guanyu gets a fast start, that's what we needed. And we didn't need him to take the outside, but will he get away? I tell you what, Alonso's absolutely flew that first corner. And already P3 with Zhou Guanyu into P9. So this is a good start to our very first race. And we're going to look early to get round Hamilton and the Red Bull out front. So rival taking Merlion, which is always a bit better in the wet as Alonso takes the lead. And can we get the Aston Martin? We can. We're up to P7. It's a great start. Make it P6. Does anybody else want some? You want some? Let's cut down. We're out of power unit anyway. We've got to cut down. But nearly get P5. And here comes the rival on that Merlion. I'm interested to see how that does in the dry. See if it does play ball very well. Very interesting to see. But our race is not against the rival, remember. In GP, your race is against the AI and whoever's in your GP groups. So, doesn't matter what this guy does. Doesn't matter what we do against him. We're trying to get past Lando Norris. We're going to try and take him here. And we do, up to P4. This is a great start. And then we're going to boost now Fernando Alonso to create that bit of a gap. Hamilton looking pretty slow ahead. Not getting past at the moment. And we're up to P3. Beautiful. And we'll cut back down. So, great start. Got to keep this going as well. Definitely got to get some power unit back. P2 is on the softs. They'll pit as well. They'll either go for the potential soft or medium run. And we're just trying to gain that power unit back as soon as we can so we can close the gap. The gap down at around 5.5 seconds for Zhou Guanyu to find. That's going to be tough. As Alonso does now come back out of the pits. Good stint by him, very good stint. Oh, we got held up in the pits by that rival coming back in. And we've lost a place. That is not what we needed at all. So we're up against it already. That was a bit unfortunate. But the double stacking rival absolutely cost us getting ahead of Alonso. First, Max Verstappen went for the mediums. So we will catch him up a little bit. It's not going to be a lot. We've got the hard ahead. We'll catch them. So really, we're looking at probably 46, 45 points here. Realistically. As we move P5. And actually, Lewis Hamilton hasn't pitted. And he won't be pitting, I don't think, this GP. So we're up to P4 now. We can see the rival ahead. And can we give the rival a little push, who's used all their power unit, and a lunge on the back of Zhou Guanyu. Rival using all of that power unit to stay ahead. We're still 5 seconds, 6 seconds behind the Red Bull. We are strictly not going to catch that Red Bull. As we come out the last corner, and we now close that gap. And I tell you what, we do more than that. We're passed into P3. There is the Red Bull ahead. I don't think we're going to catch him at all. It's going to be some late drama at Singapore. I think he's just too far ahead. And we are absolutely trying. He's on the mediums though, remember. And he's a late lunge. And we've got him. Zhou Guanyu make up 6 seconds on this lap. On the soft tyres to mediums. What a result for Zhou Guanyu. Look at Alonso though. Look where he started. Coming home for first place. Zhou Guanyu with a terrific run. And he does take P2. Great race there. Rival coming home in P3 and P4 and P5. But it is 47 points from Singapore. Race 2 from Japan. And we are behind on team score by about 45 points. 48% chance of rain, I think it was. So wet qualifying. Let's see where we qualify. Expecting to be out-qualified and quite comfortably. 6 and 8 for the rival. 14 and 16. That is crazy how much we have just been done. So we're going to go for a Merlion. And Zhou Guanyu, I'm actually going to keep on the Herald. I want him to get a good start. We need to boost that race start stat. So we have been absolutely done. You can't believe there's 45 team score difference. And look where the rival starts. I might actually show you the debrief after this. Zhou Guanyu gets that awful average start that we don't like to see. But we've got away with it a bit. We're into P10. We're going to get a bit of chaos here. Well, we was into P10. I tried to be clever. P11. He's back to P10. We've got this bit of a chicane here where everyone's absolutely cram packs in there. We're up to P8. We've got P8 and P10. Trying to make the most of this good start. Into the last corner of the first lap. And Zhou Guanyu, nearly takes ahead. And we've got 8 and 9 then. Dry in 1:20 though. And it's going to be a very quick dry as well because the sun is coming out. We're going to try and get past Perez. Job done. Nice and easy. P7. Sainz looks like he's struggling as well. Alonso coming to life in this race. And we're going to move up to the back of him. And look at that. We're through on the medium boost. Zhou Guanyu can't get past at the moment. So, Merlion working well. 48 seconds till sun. And then we've got some more rain. So, these cars ahead could come back to us. As Alonso on Alonso. We're going to try and go up the inside again. And I mean, it's easy work. Easy work. Zhou Guanyu's up to 8th as well. And we're going to have to hold this out. Let's have a look how quickly the sun dries this track up in 20 seconds time. And how long will this rain last for? As Zhou Guanyu takes 7th place. So we're not going to commit yet. Might have to commit Fernando Alonso to pushing a little bit more. And he gets Leclerc. So we've got 1 minute and 30. What do we do, folks? I think it's going to have to be dries. Or is it going to be... No, I'm going to go wets. I'm going to risk it. I think this is not the right call. I think we're going to struggle a little bit, but we might get better in this race. It's not coming down quick enough, is it? I don't think. Everyone else might be on the mediums, though. If everyone else goes dries, we could push hard here. But I think we're going to be okay. It's only going to be for about 10-15 seconds. We're going to struggle. You can see Zhou Guanyu really pushing to get through now. Might be a bit longer than that. We're going to have to bide our time. Rivals out front, and it is now going to be dry. But heavy rain is coming. 23 seconds that we're going to struggle for. And then you're going to find us coming back at these very quickly. Let's see if we can push. Oh, this is a painful watch. Very painful, but 10 seconds we've got to stick it out for. And now, the heavy rain comes back. So we all start motoring back through now. And everyone else will start to struggle. Very tricky to judge that. Very tough conditions. And you can see already now, Zhou Guanyu with a bit of confidence back on this wet. And you can see Alonso making his way around. And so is Zhou Guanyu. We're obviously not going to score perfect in this race. But we've tried our hardest. And we've got Zhou Guanyu up to P8. Any more room up the inside takes 7th. We've got Alonso chasing down Lewis Hamilton. Gets him. You can see everyone really struggling. It's a shame we're not going to get any more. Or are we? As we come around the final corner. And Zhou Guanyu takes P6. Very difficult conditions out here of what we do. But we'll leave Suzuka with our pride intact. And we'll leave with 42 points. Race number 3 doesn't get any easier on the matchups. We're 44 points behind this rival. Similar expectation then as last time. It's going to be tough. They seem to be so far ahead on qualifying. And again, we're well back. P4, P7 for the rival. And we have to settle for them positions, which is not great, is it? But we never give up. We always try our best. And we'll see what points we get. If we can get both drivers in the top 6, I'll be happy. But first, Zhou Guanyu gets a fast start, or good start even. We'll take it. It's better than the average or poor that you can sometimes get. And already making his way through the field. P9 and wow, Alonso. Oh my God. What the hell? I've never seen a blockage that bad on Mexico. And that is absolutely ruined it. And we've got a safety car. Wow. I mean, we're P22. We might as well... Well, I mean, there's no need to pit, is there? Let's be honest. What could you do there? We're absolutely done by the game. The game need to fix it. Hutch need to fix and address that issue. And hopefully an update V31 that's coming soon, it really will. Because Alonso just went from P12 to P22 through no fault of his own. He was just pinned. And that is going to absolutely wreck our qualifying score. Not that it matters because we don't score max anyway, but just for principle, it's going to destroy us. He was absolutely stuck, and it definitely needs to be fixed very quickly indeed. So we're going to get racing again then for lap number 3 after the safety car came out following a crash from Lando Norris. Through we go, and already Alonso trying to make some early moves after being stuck by that first corner. And we'll see what he can do. Can he fight back? As Zhou Guanyu takes 7th. Alonso trying to get past the Hulkmeister. Does it? And now Zhou Guanyu can look for some more moves. P6 for Zhou Guanyu. Make it P5. Good stuff. Alonso closing down the Alpine. Takes him on the inside. We are moving through. Hopefully everybody extends here. Zhou Guanyu won't be. He'll be coming back for some mediums. Alonso will go round and he'll come back for some softs. That's our plan. As Zhou Guanyu pits from P5. Alonso will do one more lap as he gets absolutely caught out again, but gets into P8 now. So Alonso into P8. Zhou Guanyu comes out into P11. P7 now. Alonso really catching back up. And we're making good work of it. Zhou Guanyu into P10. And Alonso is going to be pretty quick at the end of this race. Can Zhou Guanyu make up some good positions? And he's going to take into the top 5. Although we're going to be pretty stuck on power unit. Alonso's back out, P14. And hopefully he can start making some ground up. Where are we now? Got Hulkenberg ahead. Who we are now right behind. We'll wait for the moment and then we'll push from here. And we're up to P13. And we've got one in the pits as well. So P12 now. Anyone to pit still. There's a few hard tyres out there. Zhou Guanyu could take a few positions. Fernando Alonso could, if he could ever find some passing opportunity past Ocon. Does so. So down the straight we go, and it's Zhou Guanyu into P2. Alonso coming down the straight. P8, we've recovered it to an extent. Rival takes the lead, nothing we can do about that one. But we are up to P2. We've got Alonso pushing on Hamilton now, P6. This is really well recovered, I'm pretty happy with this. We've got a Red Bull in front of us. We're not going to catch. We wanted 2 in the top 5, we're going to get Zhou Guanyu second. Alonso, after coming from the back of the grid, takes P6. And I tell you what, I'm very happy with 42 points. Race 4, we return to Singapore and we return to some nicer matchups. We've got a dry qualifying. Will it be a wet race or will it be the same as race number 1? And can we pull off the same result? P11, P14 on a good matchup basis. And we've got a dry race incoming as well. Herald and the Cuppa will be going on to the drivers. We're going to be going 3-3 all the way to hopefully a win-win. Come on, Zhou Guanyu, you've got to get a good start here. We've got a good matchup. And he does. He gets a good start. That's what we need. Will we get lucky though? Alonso, liking that inside line, does squeak to the outside and we're getting absolutely stuck again. P16, we're going to have to do it from the back this time. As Zhou Guanyu starts to make his way forward. Got Alonso just settling in P6, I think. Or even P5 now. And Zhou Guanyu, P13. Alonso trying to go around the outside of the Ferrari. Can't get it done. We can see Zhou Guanyu in the background taking P13. What a rough start as the hard tyres just fly by. Great racing. So we can now push Alonso. Got to be pushing him. And we're up to P3. Luckily, P2 and P1 are on a slower tyre. P1 won't even pit. Oh my God, Zhou Guan Yu's been hit again. What have we got to do, Hutch, to get a bit of luck? Because this is not the luck that I called for when I started this game today. Not at all. What have we got around us? Not many softs. We got P12. Make it P11. What a rough start this has been. These hard tyres are not going to pit as well. There's a fair few of them. As you can see, Gasly struggling. The rival got past him so easy. We didn't. We had to work for it. So we'll bring him in, and look at that. More chaos at that corner 1. It's just not right at the moment. And these two are struggling ahead of us. Perhaps some hard tyre fun. We're going to get both. Oh, we nearly got both. We're using so much power unit to try and close this gap though. Inside line, please. Thank you very much. And it's P6, P8 and a 6% power unit. Alonso's in though. We ideally need him to try and slow these down at front. Don't think he's going to do that. We're going to try and get past. And Zhou Guan Yu had a rough race. You can see the difference with a bit of luck though, can't you? Now we're stuck behind Gasly. And we're ahead. P11 now. Jesus. We've got the medium. Who are you behind? Lando Norris was struggling to get past. Zhou Guan Yu's going to struggle from here in. We had to use so much power unit after getting stuck on corner 1. And Gasly just goes past. Hard tyres, Hutch. How is that possible? Look, and then we nearly overtake him back on medium. Not on. I'm going to just save the power unit. Alonso checked out up front. Surely we can get past Gasly. Thankfully, we finally passed him. What a difference in racing. Look at these hard tyres. 3 of them that we're going to lose out for probably because they don't pit in Singapore. It's going to be a frustrating end to what was an okay qualifying. Push out this last corner. Close the gap to Max Verstappen. Can we take 8th place? Yes, you heard it, 8th place. We can. Alonso got the win under his belt. Didn't quite think Zhou Guan Yu would be this far back though. All because he took the wrong line at the first corner. And now we've got Hamilton to try and get past, and we can get past, or up to P7. We can push to finish. Alonso's going to take the victory. Brilliant race from him, nice and easy. We've got some cars running out of tyres now as well. And we can snatch P5 on the line. It's 44 points in Singapore, and how the hell we rescued another race. Mexico and Singapore, we've absolutely had to rescue the points. But in the end, it works out to be a good 44 points. We take it. And we simply have to move on. And that is qualifying done. Few issues that we couldn't help at all, but there we are. We are 4 races complete on the main account. It is 175 points for AZWF1, 47 points, 42, 42 and 44. Not too bad at all. It looked promising from race number 1. We got unlucky with race number 3 and unlucky in race 4. But we go again at the weekend, and good luck at your qualifying and weekend racing.